Is the mic muted? Okay, there it goes. That wasn't muted, that was like something messing up with OBS. Like I hit the unmute and then it didn't unmute, so I had to hit it. I hit it like 3 times after that and it finally did it. Thank you for looking out, because... Yeah, see? That's what happened to you not too long ago. You were playing the old Bourne whatever conspiracy. Alright. I'm actually playing this on the OBS sticker to make sure the volume's all looking alright. Which isn't that great, because there's a bit of delay. Oh, these losers. IDOS Interactive. So I think that's just how the game opens up, and then it like goes back. Yeah, okay, here we go. 1 week earlier. Exactly. Because I remember the opening of this game being completely different. I don't remember that being the fire mansion ordeal.
Hey, Lara. Find it yet?
Patience, Zip. I warned you that conveniently undiscovered islands would be scarce in the Mediterranean.
Are you sure this Eddington chap knows what he's talking about?
If he says father was convinced the path to Avalon was here, I have no reason to doubt it.
Fair enough. But it's... well, we've been talking...
You've been talking, man.
Yeah, it's just... all right. Maybe Avalon is real, but just because some bad woman tells you your mother didn't die after all. I mean, look, I don't want to seem heartless, but this idea of your mum living in some Celtic underworld, it's a little bit mental, isn't it?
I have no illusions that my mother is holding court in some mythical paradise, Alistair. I only want the truth, whatever it may be. I'll ring you later.
Yep, no doubt about that. Best butt in the series. We'll get some nice lighting once we get into the kind of temple area. But starting off in the wetsuit is pretty good. And surprisingly, it's a better wetsuit than the wetsuits in the 90s. So, you know, count your blessings. I was going to say, or what I did say before, though, was, but it was muted, was the Imgur image link. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to the in-game models. That third one there, I don't know what the hell that's from. That's not from an actual game. That's like a CG render from something. I don't know. Maybe it just counted it from like the movies or something like that. But number 6 in that lineup is the in-game Lara model for Tomb Raider Last Revelation. And it looks a sight better than the previous ones. The one in the jacket is the one from Tomb Raider 3. 2 and 3 look pretty similar, but yeah, she definitely looks like an alien or something in Tomb Raider 3. She's got like these weird offset eyes. I don't know. But, yep, here we go. Tomb Raider Underworld. Some people were expressing to me that this was... They hated this game, or it was the worst in the series, or whatever. I remember liking this one quite a bit. I played this one first in the whole Legend trilogy. The only problem was I didn't know it was going to be connected to previous Tomb Raider games. So I found it very confusing, considering that there was like this whole bit about, you know, the people that she works with and her mother being in the underworld and all this nonsense. So I was very confused in terms of actual plot lines. You thought this was pretty good? A couple people, yeah, I thought it was alright too when I played it, but a couple people told me while I was playing the previous ones, they're like, oh yeah, don't skip Underworld. And I'm like, oh, can't do that. We've been playing all the other ones. I wanted to see if there's something else in here. Or if we're just like shooting for the... I guess we're just shooting for the... whatever, the temple or something down here. But I remember enjoying this one quite a bit. And unlike the previous two, this one was developed for a 7th generation platform. So, whereas Anniversary was kind of the in-between, and Legend was definitely made for 6th gen platforms. And then eventually it got a 7th generation re-release. Oh, there it is. This one felt like a next gen game. Especially you can actually use her guns. I thought we'd have a harpoon rifle or something. You missed it, Tay? I thought you were here. Yeah, I finished Anniversary. I finished Anniversary and we're just getting started into Underworld now. Alright, this seems to be like a fruitless endeavor. Maybe I'll just continue on. Friggin' sharks. That's how I feel. But yeah, I remember liking this game quite a bit. I guess we'll see just how good and or bad it is. Somewhere map. Oh Lord. Oh God. This is gonna be intense. That's pretty cool though. You really miss when developers still had passion. This looks better than modern games to you. In a sense, yeah. I mean, I hate to be one of those people that's like old good, new bad. But sometimes you see people make comparisons from like older, like especially long-running series, make comparisons to like the older generation games and compare them to the newer ones. And in some regards, sometimes the older stuff looks a lot better. Whether that's just like more care and effort put into it, because a lot of games nowadays, it's about getting your product out as quickly as possible. So there's, you know, some shortcuts being taken. What's the secret? Oh, there it is. How can I drop this? Can I drop this at all? Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'll go back for it. I want the secret. Number of treasures and relics found so far, also tracked in the PDA. What are you doing, Lara? What's up, Knowles? Welcome, how you doing? How was your stream? Streaming some Kingdoms or Kingdom of Alamar, I forget what it was. That game looks pretty cool, but it also looks so expansive that it's one of those things that I don't know if I could ever pick it up, just because I know I'll never finish it. It's got a pretty neat backstory, though. Also, you missed it, you were cleaning up in the kitchen. Well, that's alright. I suppose if you want to see me beat the game, you could look up a VOD or something. I don't think I've seen what I need to take this to, so we're just going to be swimming around with this for a bit. Getting ready for next week of work. I feel you there. So I'm trying to do this one early. But good luck to you in your work endeavors. I know the textures are likely 1025 or 512. World environment looks more alive than most games today. I don't get any arguments from me. I mean, yeah, the textures are probably a little stanky, especially on the PS3, but I mean, that's not always something you notice anyway, especially if you're just passing by it real quick. It's like an MMO, but single player. Yeah, a little bit. I can definitely see that comparison. So, that game was I think the one game made by that developer. And it was backed by, I think, a baseball player. I think he got out of baseball. He used his fortune to amass a video game company, and they made that one game, and they got backed by whatever city he based it in. And then they released that game, and it was a huge failure. And I think it put that city in debt. The company closed. And it was supposedly, by all accounts, a great game. But it just flopped horribly on the market. And lately people have been coming to it and realizing that it's a pretty decent game. But yeah, it put a lot of people in some tight financial spots, so. Yeah, I still don't see what I need to use this with. Maybe we need to swim further back. I feel like there was something like way far back here. Maybe. This is kind of open world-ish. So we might need to go back a bit. You know what? There might have been a room in there. Maybe I wasn't paying attention that much. There might have been a room in there that I needed to put it in. I feel like I'm moving a bit too far back. But this part's a little expansive. The remaster helped, but they are releasing an expansion the next week or two. Oh, good. They're still working on it then. Well, that's nice. I thought the company just up and closed. But yeah, I remember reading about that, and I'm like, wow, this is a very unfortunate occurrence, but I find it highly fascinating. Man, I can't even find where that hole was. It was pretty obvious when I saw it the first time. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the map again. It's on our info. But good to know that they're still working on it or doing something with it. Oh wait, here we go. What is this? This looks important. I think I'm going in the right direction. It's a little easier to see when there's not so much commotion going on. Wait, is this the same? Oh, this is the one that I came in from. Okay, but this might be a good thing. You used to have Tomb Raider Underworld on PS2, but you threw it in the trash. You didn't like how they did her face. Wow. Talk about superficial critiquing. Oh, you know what? Maybe I just need to put it in here. I don't think I've ever thrown a game away because I didn't like a character model, but that might just be me. But you know, the PS2 version was pretty much panned all across the board. I hear it's pretty broken. And same goes for the Wii version. The Wii version and the PS2 version are supposedly the inferior versions of this game. And
something seems to be missing from the center of each of those discs. I should try putting the axle from the pedestal into one of the discs.
Oh. I didn't see the spot for that. But yeah, apparently they're not that great. I've never played the PS2 versions. I've only ever played the PS3 version, and I've got the PC version, but it is broken. Yeah. Well, there you go. I need to do that. Alright. I was walking around all over the place. I didn't even realize. Boy, what would I need to do here? Oh, I missed that too. THQ Nordic bought it. Kurt Schilling put a ton of money into it. Yeah, I think he was the one that started up that company. So, well, it's nice to hear that they're doing something with it, because it's a damn shame that all that unfortunate business happened. Maybe I need to... hold up. Maybe the eyes need to be in the center. The eyes have it. Can I take that out? I don't think I can. wonder if there's another one around here somewhere. Might need to go find another one. If there is even another one to be found. God, I wonder how big this goes on for, though. How long some of these tunnels are. Oh, you know what I remember about this? I think the jellyfish marks spots of interest. So if you find something that you could actually get into, or something that you can interact with, there's a jellyfish are going to be around it, so maybe if we keep an eye open for that, we'll be able to find something. But this is massive. I kind of wonder how they got this on the PS2, because there's a lot here. I wonder if they trimmed it down at all, or took out content, or maybe that's why the game is so broken on there, apparently. Could be anything. If you purchase a collector's edition and they originally still have it unopened, it's running around $5K. Jesus Christ. Had a lot of promise, but just didn't live up to the hype due to the company closing. THQ is picking up where they left off and making an expansion now. That's still pretty cool, though. I heard that it was, I don't know if it was like hyped, or was there a lot of hype around it? Because I didn't even hear about the game until much, much later, like much after it was actually released. So I wonder if it was, I don't know, maybe it was hyped in certain circles and just like not really talked about in others. Oh, damn, I thought I found something. Maybe I should just go back there and see if I can mess with the wheel again. I'm just fairly confident that we'd need to get the eyes in the center. What games do I have in mind to play after Tomb Raider Underworld? Well, I'm doing Batman Arkham Origins right now, so that one's going to take up most of December, I think. I remember it being a fairly long game. But I'm going to continue on with the Tomb Raider series eventually. I was thinking about doing Parasite Eve also because it takes place kind of in the December month, if I remember right. And then I've got some stuff in mind for later on next year, but I don't know if I'm going to commit to it or not, so I don't want to say what I've got in mind, because I might not end up doing it, and I might disappoint some people. What's up, Mega? Dark Souls? Nah, I don't think I've made any promises to do that one.
There must be another Axel somewhere.
Okay, that's what I
need to
thought.
explore all the glowing interior spaces to find the other Axel.
Every Final Fantasy game. How many have I done? I've done 2 if you count the remake. Or no, I've done 3 if you count the remake. It's funny you should mention that, though, because I've been kicking around the idea of doing Final Fantasy VIII forever, and I don't have the will to do it. I was talking about that with Knowles recently. Knowles, you don't like 8, right? I seem to remember having this discussion. You could, like, never finish it. I finished it one time, and I've always wanted to go back and play through it again. And I just can't. And I'm thinking a stream might help me out with that, but I'm also afraid that I might not be able to commit to it. Oh, see, Onaji's proponent for 8. Ah, here we go. See, people tell me 8 is great, and then some people tell me 8 sucks. And it's like, I remember playing it, and I remember thinking parts of it were cool, but not all of it. And every time I try to start it up again, I just lose interest. It's got a rough first disc. I think once you move past disc 2, or disc 1, and get into disc 2, it might be a little bit better, but ooh, I've tried at least thrice, and I can't do it. Yeah, see, there's Knowles. Tried 8 many times, but just can't get into it. That's kind of how I feel. I have a troll in the live stream. Oh, you're talking about that bot. I think they're relatively harmless. Just ignore it, I guess. No, not that one. Yeah, I think those are Russian bots. I don't know what they do. It helps that it was your first Final Fantasy. Yeah, we always remember our first, right? There we go. Okay, so it was the eyes. It just took a while to find that other axle. Sorry, Knowles. No, you're not. Well, you are missing parts of chat, but nothing you need to worry about. I've got multiple chats open. I can have as many as 5 chats open at the same time, but I've got YouTube, I've got Twitch, I've got Steam, and sometimes I'll have Discord. And well, I guess that's 4, but I don't know. Sometimes people text me too, and I'll read it out. So yeah, I'll have 5 chats open sometimes. Oh god. Oh yeah, there was like a giant octopus or something in this game, wasn't there? I remember. But in terms of the Final Fantasy games, I've done 12, I've done 9, and I've done Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I've played Final Fantasy VII the original on PlayStation as far as the remake goes. So just right when you leave Midgar. And I will continue to play it when the remakes come out and progress through whatever parts of the original game they progress through. And if it goes off the wall, then maybe I'll just stream the whole thing. Oh, I love 12. Yeah, okay, me and Knowles are on the same page. I don't know what you're about, Onaji. I'm just giving you shit, but I love 12. I thought 12 was a fantastic game. I love the characters, I love the world. The original version, the class system was a little bit shitty in certain areas, but I feel like they fixed it with the Zodiac version. The Zodiac version makes it a lot easier. Oh yeah, and the hunts. The hunts are great. I spent a lot of time on that. Oh shit. The hunts for me were like Monster Hunter before Monster Hunter. Collecting them bounties was great. Can wrap your head around the battle system with all the blue arcs. No, that's just targeting. You could fine-tune the battle system, even in the original, to almost basically play itself. I mean, you didn't want to have it do that when you were doing like boss battles, but you could do a lot with that battle system. And I don't know. I guess I played some sort of. I don't want to call it an action RPG, but I played, you know, like Knights of the Old Republic and other RPGs of that ilk. What's going on with this? You need me to help you and Daler on an issue. Alright, lay it on me. What is it? Go ahead, Lara. Let's see what this is. Oh. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. Well, what's going on with this? Oh, okay. That gets oil in there. Mega needs to stream Dark Souls. Oh yeah, we were talking about that in Daylor's stream last night. What's wrong, Mega? You don't like streaming? Oh, you know what? Okay, I get it. Maybe. Oh, no, I can't. Can I push this? Been trying for years now. She braces herself on it, but I don't think that's necessarily to get in position to push it. I need something on here. Maybe I can... Okay, cool. These guys. Yeah, she's barefoot. I mean... Oh, you can, like... attack people with that. I guess that's kind of cool. She wasn't wearing her swim booties. Or flippers. There we go. This feels a lot more loose than Tomb Raider Anniversary. I think I have to get used to the controls here. So what do you want me to do about it, though?
The carvings are clearly similar to early Germanic design, but this is far older than the 5th century, yet, strangely enough, more sophisticated. Proto-Norse runes. Let's see. World of Mist. That would be Niflheim, the realm of the dead. Not Avalon exactly, but the Norse equivalent.
So this is the PS3 version. I'm playing off of the Tomb Raider trilogy. If I was continuing on as I had, I would have done it on PC, and it probably would have looked a little bit better, a little sharper. But, yeah, we were running into issues with Tomb Raider Anniversary on PC, so I decided to switch over to the PS3 version. And I'm gonna continue playing the PS3 version for Underworld. Not a lot. It's just the fact that he mentions it in all chats, so he can't escape it. Well, I don't know. Mega's kind of old, isn't he? What's he, like 60? Does that sound about right? Maybe he can't wrap his head around the finite details in streaming. Oh, 74. I was I was shooting a little early, a bit shy on that, huh? Well, I mean, if he'd be willing to go through me to get him set up, I could do the same thing I did with Daylor. Because, you know, I was gonna say, you remember the shit show that Daylor streams were, but they still are. I'm just kidding. He walked the Beatles on stage. Yeah, I think I remember that. You need that? Well, I am here to help if anybody wants some tips on how to get set up. Taylor had most of the equipment. I don't want people to think I'm talking shit about him, because I'm not. I'm just giving him a hard time. He's not even here right now. He's probably AFK or something. But he had most of the equipment. He needed like direction on how to fine-tune some of that equipment. Well, I helped him get a capture card. I guess there was that. But yeah, there's a lot of detail that goes into finer points of OBS. You need a new PC first. Yeah, I've heard your current one is kind of iffy, a little spotty, huh? Well, once you get a new PC, maybe you could hit me up. Uh-oh. What was that? What could be living down here? Oh, right. The octopus. Your PC's 11 years old. Jeez. I'm surprised it's still running, man.
Oh, that's lovely. I hope it's as blind as it looks.
Well, I'm gonna have to kill it. It's kind of evil looking. Thanks, Geek Squad. Yeah, they're never all that helpful, are they? Is there a... Oh, there is a sprint in this one. Okay, so they finally brought sprint back. That's good. Actually, thinking about it, if Mega's got a PS4, there's a streaming feature built into that. He could just do the same thing you do, Knowles. He just doesn't want to. You can get a much better looking stream through a PC with a capture card, though. I will tell you that much. No shit. He's just lazy. You guys are speculating that maybe he's not all that great at Dark Souls. He just wants people to play it. I have never heard Mega. Does he chat with you guys when you play games? You're the master. Okay. Well, I think these guys want you to put your money where your mouth is, essentially. Oh, okay, cool. Am I gonna die in here? Oh, hey, I found a secret. Well, she definitely doesn't lock on to the pillars quite as well as she does in the previous games. The movement in this game feels a little, like a lot, I shouldn't say a little, it feels a lot more freeform than the previous games. You don't have as sexy a voice as me. Well, thank you. Are these even like, what the hell is all this? I've been picking up a lot of it. Maybe it's just currency. Oh, holy shit, there's 26 treasures in this game. I mean, there's one relic. I guess that's the important part, but 26? That's a lot. I mean, it's definitely a step up from Anniversary, where we were getting maybe like 4 treasures max. Something along those lines. Oh boy, this looks daunting. Let me see what else is going on in here. LR and Neo both said you will both stream Dark Souls if he streams at once. Not too much to ask. Hey, you've been asking, Mega. They're willing to do it. You just gotta put a little bit of effort in first. I'll bet even with shitty internet, you could eke out a 20-minute stream. What the hell does that do? Oh. Oh, I see. Alright. You just want them better trained for life. Dark Souls will do that. Well, okay, let me ask, what is your guys' problem with Dark Souls exactly? Because I know you got... I don't know if you guys are just spiteful of it because Mega keeps asking about it, or if you legitimately don't like the game. I will say that I get burnt out on Souls games very easily. It's like there's too much, and it's kind of a lot of similar stuff across the board, so I tend to get burnt out on a playthrough pretty quickly. Okay, cool texture glitch. But aside from that, I do think they're good games. Armored Core died for Dark Souls, that's your beef? I think Armored Core probably died before that. They weren't putting much effort when it came to 5. But yeah, I guess I get that. Alright, we gotta do something else here. I think we probably have to go to the other side before we can do anything here. I guarantee you to get more followers than both of you due to how much he plays it and how good he is. Have you actually seen him play it, though? Now I'm wondering. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought I could jump on there, god damn it. Oh, look, I found another secret just by falling into it. I guess that's cool. Well, now I'm really curious. I want to see how good Mega is at Dark Souls. So he's gonna have to do it one of these days. What do we got here? Man, there is so much going on in this level. Like, I don't even know what to look for or at. What does this do for me? Where does this go? Nobody's walked you through the first part of the first one without you dying. Well, I mean, that's not bad. It wasn't also just Dark Souls, it was the producers wanted more for less money, making them hate it. Wait, what? It wasn't also just Dark Souls, it was the producers wanting more for less money, making them hate it. Okay, so you're talking about the devs hating it. No, please. No, we didn't summon Cthulhu through Taco Bell, though it is a giant octopus. We're gonna have to kill it. I think we impale it with something eventually, but I gotta figure out how to do that first. I need to see about getting to the other side, though. I think I need to do something with that, and then we can move this thing in. There we go. Tried tugging on it from a different angle. Oh, she's shaking her head now. She's like, no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I don't really know the inner workings of From. I don't know what they're like. Oh. Here, let me, Oh, wow. I didn't think that would kill her. That wasn't a very high jump, but it was rocky. Alright, let's try this. See how he changes the subject. Alright, that's a little safer. Alright. Whoa, jeez. Get your tentacle ass out of here. Not wearing a boot of power. Yeah, if we could start kicking stuff, I would. Well, actually, she does a pretty fine job of kicking stuff barefoot. I wouldn't be kicking pottery around. Like, look at that. Smashing shit up. Bare feet. You won't see me doing that. But I guess Lara's a tougher breed than me. Thinking about it, I've never actually streamed a Dark Souls game. I've streamed Bloodborne. I think I'm in the same boat that Daler's in. We've streamed Bloodborne before, but never like a true Souls game. I've streamed Sekiro. That was a fun game. That one I did not get burnt out on. So, I don't know. Maybe it was just because it was slightly different than the basic Souls formula. But I've got my full playthrough of Sekiro up. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Me? Okay, so in terms of From Software, like Souls-like games, I've done Bloodborne on stream, and I've done Sekiro. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. S-E-K-I-R-O. I guess some people say Sekiro, but I can't break away from the original pronunciation. Oh, it did go through. Okay. And that was just fast-paced, like, reactionary action. And I don't know. For some reason, I was hooked on it more than I was on some Souls games. Guess I can't do anything with this. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's up there. So both of those are in place, I think. Maybe I can... Ooh. Oh. Oh. It just got progressively worse. I think they're both in place, so maybe that means I can go back to the What was that? Maybe I can go back to the center spot and then hit the switch again. You never played that one because you like the online interaction and co-op and invasions. See, I hate that. Every time I play a Souls game, I have gone so far as to put up a firewall in my PC when I play the PC version so that it doesn't connect to the internet when you can't turn it off. I know that's not the intended way to play, but I really prefer going at my own pace, and I do not like getting invaded. So they've always been single player games to me, except the handful of times where I've done a little bit of co-op with people. Well, you can't in the original Dark Souls. I know that one for sure. And I don't think you could turn it off unless they updated it in the Scholars version. But I don't think you could turn it off in 2. Scholars of the First Sin, they might have updated it where you could turn it off, but you couldn't do that. I don't think I was able to do that until Bloodborne. I think Bloodborne was the first one where they give you the option, at least from what I recall. It's like they knew this thing was going to be here the whole time. Oh, I see. Oh. If that doesn't work... Okay, cool. Alright, Knowles, you take care. Thanks for dropping by, appreciate it. Well, you have a good night, brother. So does that mean I can hook onto that now? Does that do anything? Yeah? Okay. I guess we just have to do it with this one too. Again, I wasn't really trying to hit the grenade, but I guess that works. There you go. That reveals the door. Alright, we did it. And again, there's just like a lot of detail in these levels, and I'm kind of used to looking at it through the perspective of like Tomb Raider Anniversary and Legend, where they're a lot more streamlined. I don't want to say this is too... Oh, I thought the water would be deeper. Never mind. I don't want to say this is too complex, but yeah, it's like I'm having to look at it kind of from a different perspective than I normally would be. And that was a spot I thought I could hang down on too. You know what? Maybe we should just go back this way. Cool. Hey, it needed to be done. Maybe if the octopus wasn't, like, in front of the door. Oh, there he is. He's so big, too. Maybe it just knocked him unconscious. Here we go. Look at you go. Let's see here. I will say that I never finished, going back to Souls talk, I never finished 2. I didn't exactly like that one. But I loved 1. And 3 was okay, but I've only ever finished it the one time. I never felt the need to play through it over and over again like I did with the first one. And then I thought Bloodborne was great. Sekiro I really enjoyed, but I've still only played it the one time on stream. I want to play through it again. I think I just don't want to do it on PS4. PS4 is a bit of a... I don't know. If I could play it on PC, rather, with a better resolution and better frame rate, I think I'd enjoy it a lot more. So I've been waiting for a good sale to pick it up, but boy, Activision really doesn't like selling their games for cheap. I think the most I've ever seen it drop is 50%. And considering I already own it on another platform, I think I want it to drop a little bit more. So, one of these days I'll play it again. I just want to have it on PC.
Thor, the Norse god of thunder. Whatever are you doing down here in Niflheim? According to the Eddas, Thor needed special iron gauntlets to wield his mighty hammer Mjolnir. Could it be?
The Norse connection. Oh, it could be. What does that do? Nothing? At least nothing yet. I gotta say, staring at her ass for this long, this is probably the best looking Lara in this trilogy. I'm sorry to hear that Tay didn't enjoy the PS2 version, but I don't know if the PS2 version didn't, really didn't look as good or what. I'm gonna have to look up a long play of that and see what they did with her. But just looking at her in the cutscenes, I don't know. It's like this sort of stylized blend of realism. It's sort of realistic, but it's also very stylized. Can I throw these? Let me see. Okay. Oh, there we go. Just hope the door doesn't close out on him. That's a good question. When did Uncharted come out? Because this came out in 2009, I want to say. Uncharted, I think, came out in 2010. This either came out in 2008 or 2009. Let me see. I'm gonna look that up because I'm actually curious about that. Oh, hey, actually, Uncharted came out in 2007. So this game, I know this game came out, whoa, in either 2008 or 2009. So this actually came out after Uncharted, in any case. I'm actually surprised Uncharted is that old, the first one. Dodge, dive, dip, duck, and dodge. Well, a lot of those mechanics were already present in the previous games. Might be why the camera feels so free. That could be. I mean, this feels similar to Anniversary. It just feels a lot more loose. I don't need to leave that there. But I think I need something else to go on here. Because I feel like there's something else that needs to be done. Let's go take a look over here. What was over here? Nothing? I don't see any spots I could grab onto. Thinking that might be a thing too. You can like wall hop, which is interesting. The camera is a little bit janky though. I sort of wish it was more stable. I feel like it, especially when she like jumps and moves around. It kind of gets a little, kind of freaks out a bit. Let's see if there's other stones in here. But there is a cup. Thank God I came back to get that. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here for me. Gotta say the lighting looks really good in this game, though. I wasn't expecting the lighting to be as good as it is on the PS3 version. I sort of wonder if it looks as good on PC. And if maybe the improved frame rate might even make it look a little bit better. Let me see if weighing down this one does anything else. Or something different. Stop stumbling around.
There must be a way to open the gate here. I need to grapple the ring on the gate and pull it open.
Oh, I thought but she's not. Oh, okay. That might be it. Well, that makes more sense now. Thanks, Lara.
Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, was powerful enough to level mountains. But how does all this relate to Avalon?
Hey, who invited these losers?
Put your hands on your head. Turn around. Slowly.
I don't suppose you'd be open to bribery, would you?
Amanda Everett sends her regards.
Bloody hell.
Already from the start, I think I like this version of Lara better than the Legend version. She was a little bit weird in Legend. I feel like she was a bit too, I don't know, chipper. That's a term I can use. But it almost seemed like nothing could dampen her spirits, unless you brought up her mother. And I kind of like Lara. I don't know. It's nice that she's got a lot of confidence, but she needs to act sort of according to the situation at hand. Well, let me look over here first before I do anything. Where's that one standing up there? Oh, something did change here. Okay. This room looked so weird, I figured there had to be something going on, but we couldn't access it just yet. Someone needed to blow a hole in the other room. Look at that, she's getting some dirt caked on her too. They really were trying to go all out, I guess. At least with just like the minor fidelity options. Definitely feels like an improvement over the previous two. In some ways. Alright, so Amanda is that girl that was in the Legend game. Lara kind of sort of abandoned her, but I mean with good reason. It sort of seemed like she died. And there was a whole about to drown because the water was building up and all that, so wasn't really much she could do. But then she harbored a grudge against Lara Croft ever since that day. But yeah, all of this was the reason why I felt so confused when I played this, because it all had stuff to do. I mean, it ties in a little bit with Anniversary and the original Tomb Raider plotline, but there's a lot in this story that has to do with Legend. And I mean, with good reason. There were a lot of plot points brought up in Tomb Raider Legend, and it ended a bit on a cliffhanger, sort of, at least open-ended. So we would have needed some kind of resolution for that. I think it probably would have been upsetting if they had just gone and not did any sort of continuation of the story. But yeah, I was used to playing the original core games, and the core games don't really have any continuity. I mean, there isn't much story to begin with. Usually there's the MacGuffin, whatever artifact she's looking for, and then she typically has to fight people for it or fight some sort of supernatural being. And that's about where it ends. There's not much more detail than that. So when I saw Underworld coming out, I knew that there was Legend and Anniversary, and I knew Anniversary was a remake of the original, so I didn't feel the need to play that. But I didn't think Legend had any sort of story behind it that I'd need to worry about, so... I don't think I necessarily regretted it. I enjoyed this game when I first played it. But knowing the full story definitely would have made it probably more enjoyable. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out this way. Guess I can go underwater. Is that an option? So it doesn't look like mashing on the triangle button is going to do me any good here. She kind of swims at a set speed. It's fine though, she's got the rebreather. The only reason I'd need to swim faster is if I was avoiding some kind of enemy. Otherwise, a set speed should be fine. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. It just occurred to me that there's a sprint button in this game, so it probably means she could swim faster with that. She can. She does a little dolphin swim. I guess she can only do it for so long, though. Man, being in a dark environment for so long and then having to stare at this bright blue screen on a 70-inch TV is not it's not welcoming on the eyes. I'm surprised I didn't bomb her boat while they were at it. Oh, nobody noticed that? We just drove up here, no problem. Cool. Build up adrenaline for combat by damaging enemies. Alright. So I wonder what the combat's going to be like. I guess we'll get into it, but I wonder if they're going to take a page from Legend and have a lot of the maneuverability and flips and stuff like that, or if we're going to do the more dodge-oriented combat in Anniversary. Maybe a little bit of both. That was one thing that I thought was weird in Anniversary, why they didn't take the same combat control scheme that they had in Legend. I felt like the best thing about Legend was probably actually the combat. This music's kind of cool. Oh, we can melee. Okay, cool. Oh, she's got no reservations about killing people now. I want to bounce off people like in Legend, but that doesn't seem to be a thing I could do. Getting flashbacks to San Andreas. Oh, shoot. All right. you had to jump and hang on that. Okay. It still counted for the checkpoint. I thought maybe she could just jump over the gap, though, and land on it. No problem. That didn't work. So, okay, I guess that answers my question. I was about to ask, does her health recover on its own, or do we need to use health kits? I guess we can't. Okay, we can still use health kits. Her health doesn't recover either a lot all at once, or it doesn't recover that much. Also, the melee is a little not that great. I was standing right in front of him. I didn't really do anything. Shoot two guys at the same time. Well, we do have access to a helicopter. I'm sure we want to try and get that thing, though. Maybe I need to go further down. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Okay, it's getting a little too spicy. I wonder how good the... Hold up. That's not bad. No, pick it up. Don't kick it. Oh. Ooh, God. Yeah, I could use one of those grenades right about now. I don't suppose there's any up here. Specifically on the guy on the left, please. It's not happening as much down here, but the frames are getting a bit choppy. I've been noticing that happening a lot with PS3 games. I don't think I noticed it as much back in the day because I wasn't really conscious about performance issues, but yeah. Oh, good. Just fucked the whole ship up.
Damn, it's too small. Only Lara can use it now. Until I kill her. Even that won't unbind the artifact. We're taking on water. Damn it! We'll pick this up again later. I'm very pleased to see you again, Lara. This specimen jar offers little in the way of amusement, so I've grown fond of watching Amanda suffer the effects of sharing your interests. Jacqueline Napper, you just don't know when to die. A trait we have in common. It was you who told Amanda about Avalon. Our time is short, so choose your questions carefully. What do you know about my mother? The Deus you and she found in Nepal, it's part of a travel network, so to speak. It took your mother to Avalon. My father thought Avalon was below, but that's Niflheim. What's the Norse connection? Ah, Richard found the wrong Norse underworld. Your mother didn't go to Niflheim. She went to Helheim. Where is it? I will tell you where it is, one day. But when that day comes, you'll need Thor's hammer to get inside. Perhaps you'll have better luck finding it than your father did. What do you mean? Your answer is on the west coast of Thailand. 7 parallel.
That's one way to cart her out. Also, she looks like she finally ate something. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Underworld probably has more realistic proportions than any of the previous games. Whereas the previous games are highly stylized, I feel like Underworld kind of has a blend of realism and stylization. For the longest time, I remember people calling the Legend version of Lara Croft like Toon Lara. just because of how stylized she did look. Oh, that was weird. This is a weird segment. Nope, Lara, stop trying to get up there. What can I grab onto? Here we go. Whoa. This is sort of Uncharted-esque. I wonder if they took some hints from that game. Trying to avoid getting my head smacked in by some falling debris. I will say that this game does a really good job of blending the environments with, like, stuff you can interact with. It is hard to tell sometimes. You just have to go with what makes sense. And not necessarily be on the lookout for particular things. Alright, so we're still not at the part where the mansion explodes. Ooh, we get a choice. Do we want jungle shorts or jungle pants? I'm surprised that they have, like, costume options, but that's kind of funny. Yeah, we gotta go with the shorts, right? Oh, yeah. Got a request for shorts. Oh, we could choose our weapon, too. That's interesting. Tranquilizer gun. I guess we could go for a no-kill run. Spear gun. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Assault rifle. Shotgun. Submachine guns. I guess this is your secondary. Let's see. What do I want? Kind of tempted by an assault rifle. You haven't had an assault rifle or any sort of rifle in a Tomb Raider game since... Boy, were they in Angel of Darkness? Oh, you know what? No, never mind. They had some in Legend. Alright, well, it hasn't been that long then. I don't know. Shotgun's kind of tempting too, but I think I'm going to go for the assault rifle. I just want to see how it works.
None of the ruins are visible from down here. And if Father did explore this site, I see no sign of it yet.
I still don't see how Thailand is connected to Vikings, or ruins under the Meta. Hell, even Avalon for that matter.
Helheim's it. Various myths use different names, but they all apply to the same remnants of the ancient world.
One of those remnants is still alive. I would hate to be Amanda if Natla ever gets free.
I would hate to be any of us.
You forgot about them already. Maybe you didn't see the... Yeah, they popped up earlier in the game, so... You know what? Thinking about it, though, I'm fine with them being there like this, like at the start of a level. You have a little bit of conversation with them. What I didn't like was in Legend, how they were constantly in your ear. Maybe constantly is a bit harsh. Maybe I should say it frequently. But she was talking with them a lot, and I prefer the isolated feel of Tomb Raider games. And that's what this one seems to be more along the lines of capturing. When they're not, like, constantly talking to you, it feels more like a solo endeavor as opposed to when you have, like, the team on your side. I gotta say, we're only like an hour and, I don't know, what, like a half in, but I'm impressed with some of the steps that they took, some of the changes they made, and I feel like they did make some improvements. And I know, yes, I've played this game before, but still, it's, I don't know, I guess you view it in a different light once you play the entire series all in one go. Oh, there we go. I think... Okay, cool. Could hop on there. What was that? Oh! Ah! That wasn't what I meant to do. I'm still pressing the bumpers to shoot, because that's what it was like at Anniversary. But it's the triggers. So I screwed that up. That's why I was throwing grenades at the chains before. Oh. That sucks. Wasn't that something she could swing on? Or am I in the wrong? I'll give you an opportunity to look over here. Because, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, it looks like I could grab onto that spot, but I don't think I can now. How do I get over there? Oh, I might need to drop down from wherever that point is. Okay, let's get another... Oh, I think I need to slide down and then jump. You can't just jump from here. I mean, not that it makes that much of a difference, but I guess difference enough for the game. I really even shouldn't be looking for secrets and whatnot. I don't think it's really worth it. At least not for this playthrough. It'd be cool if I could find some of the relics. I don't think I found the relic from the last level, though. Unfortunately, I think some of the environments are a little bit too much for the PS3 to handle sometimes. Especially with all this foliage going on. It is running a little slow in certain areas. We didn't see it a lot in the underwater temple from the last level, but we're starting to see it with all the enemies and all the particles and everything going on the boat. And I'm starting to see it here, and I think that's just because of the amount of foliage that's kind of around. Used to call that slowdown back in the day. Kick off walls to chimney upwards. Oh. So we can do that. Did it from the wrong angle. I kind of suspected as much, seeing as I could sort of do it in some of the previous areas. Not that way. Keep hearing something. Something's growling. This looks cool. I'm pretty impressed with the soundtrack, too. Boy, if only the performance were a little better. This game is an all-out winner, in my opinion. At least so far. Yes, upon finding the Mayan temple, she realized she was the Tomb Raider. Boy. I think I go backwards. Oh yeah, I do. New cup. Oh, there they are. Oh god. Let's see if they can jump up platforms. Oh yes, they can. Wow. Oh no. That's usually the go-to for any sort of four-legged enemy. Oh, all the way back here, wow. Well, I say all the way back here, this isn't even that far back. I've seen worse checkpoints in games by far. But I'm so used to these Tomb Raider games lately, they put you like right where you die. Trying to remember what I did. We've seen that she can't take that much fall damage either. I don't think I could drop from here and have her survive. Whereas if it was another Tomb Raider game, I probably could. That didn't work. Oh, Lord. Whoa! Thought I heard another one, but the music is dying down. I guess you have to hold X to vault over stuff too. That's a little weird. Still figuring out the controls. I just found out how to reset the camera. Cool camera angle. Surprised she made it up 4. Oh, no. Go check out the other side, see if there's a secret over here too. Something. Some sort of cup. I don't know if those are treasures or if that's something else. When adrenaline is full, headshots can be triggered. How do I perform headshot? Oh, okay. To perform a headshot, hold L2 to lock on, get close, and press square. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess adrenaline is not full yet. But I threw a grenade on that tiger's head. Let me switch over to the assault rifle. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, hold up. Ugh. It is sort of like a take on the anniversary combat. Okay. Let's keep in mind that I did choose the hardest difficulty. I get it, though. I get it. You have to move the cursor to actually get over their head. Oh, see, I don't... Cool. I think I like that better than Anniversary. I don't know. It is a bit more of an automated process in Anniversary, but it's sort of like the interaction. Okay, it does get intense, though. That's got to be a secret. Boy, that does go on for a while. Oh, I see it. It's not even a good secret from the looks of it. It's just one of them diamonds. Or whatever that is. I think I'll just move on into here. Like I said before, I'm not really looking to do secrets in this one. Oops. Still got bats. God, we got a lot of bats. Oh, Lord. Whoa! Kick the crap out of that spider. Get up, please. Okay. This looks a little precarious. Yeah, get me away from the spiders, please.
The characters are Vedic Sanskrit. They're severely weathered. Bhagavati of the 7th. It must be referring to the capital of Patala, the lowest infernal world in Hindu tradition. It's a netherworld populated by snake people, although the enlightened one, Narada, spoke rather fondly of it. That's Shiva on top, and his mistress Kali is down below.
Alrighty then. This looks rather impressive. Once again. It seems to be familiar. I think... kind of reminds me of Anima from Final Fantasy X, but I think I'm thinking of something else. There's got to be something else going on that's similar to that. Let me take a look here. Alright, well, I think I might call it here. Let me just save the game real quick. But we put a decent amount of time into this one. And, well, okay, close to 2 hours. I wish it was a little bit longer. But it is getting a little bit late. It is a work night, so I think I'm going to call it here regardless. And then we'll pick this back up a little bit later in the week. I am still doing Batman Arkham Asylum, or Arkham Origins. So, yeah, work night. Can't go too late. So we'll be back with Batman Arkham Origins tomorrow, and then probably the soonest I'll be back with Tomb Raider Underworld is going to be on Tuesday. But it's been a really cool game so far. The only thing I'm a little bit miffed by is the performance on the PS3. I might even look to see if I could switch over to the PC version. I'll look to see if there's any outstanding like glitches or anything that people are having issues with. And if there are, I might not stream off the PC version. But I think I'm going to make an attempt because the performance is a little bit choppy, especially here. In this area that we're currently in, it's looking a little bit too choppy for my tastes. But that's completely on the PS3 and not exactly optimizing it, and not necessarily because of the stream or anything else. So we'll see. But anyway, you guys have a good night. Take care. I think I'm going to raid. Not too many people going on right now. I'm going to raid Scoob. He's playing something called Chorus, I think. I don't know what that is. But we'll go ahead and raid him because I don't see anybody else going on right here. It was the Inferius console. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have a better performance next time around. But let's go check out Scoob's channel, whatever he's doing, chorus, whatever that is. And you guys have a good night. So until then, take care. See you next time.